Alright guys, this will be our first official run on the Losi NASCAR. My road is really full of rocks, so also cold out, so the road is not very sticky. Go down here and see. See if we can get a little speed run in here. As you can see, not very fast. I will say this radio does let you go a pretty good distance away. It's pretty fun, but it is really, really slow. As we all figured. So, see there? Just had our first rollover because all the not as many rocks this way, so let's drive this way. Still some over there though, as you can see. You know what I think this would be kind of fun to do, guys, if you want to leave it brushed, is put some grip tires on it. But you should probably be able to find grip tires pretty easily. I think this is a standard 12mm hex tire that would fit on here and you wouldn't really have any problems. I will say there is no body rubbing that I've heard. I have not heard body rubbing yet. You put bigger tires on there though, you probably will. So, just something to keep in mind. But yeah, so far, I mean, this thing turns pretty far. You see that on the camera there. I mean, if you look, wheels are all pretty good, but they're not hitting the body, which is a good thing. I'm sure this battery's going to last forever, so we probably won't run this battery all the way down. So if I'm being honest, I'm already getting bored. Okay, I gotta grab that, unless I can get it out. Can I get it out? Let's see, can I get it out? Nope. Okay, I gotta grab it. But I will say, guys, I am kind of bored with it, but it is still kind of fun to drive, even being slow. They say online this thing has a top speed of 21 miles per hour. That's why we're not doing a speed test on it. Being everyone else has already done one, I don't feel there's necessarily a reason for me to do one. But when we put our brush system in it, we will. I am waiting on the brush system, so I plan on doing this video a lot later because I want to do that all in one video. But I decided to take it out this morning. I wanted to get a run in on it. We may do a couple runs with it, but I haven't decided yet. We may try setting up some cones and stuff and make a little track out here and just enjoy that for a little while too. Not today, but in a separate video. But I mean, yeah, it's fun, but it is slow. As everyone probably thought it was going to be. They are very scale looking though. All these NASCARs made by Losi, they're very, very scale. It looks scale going down the road even, like a real NASCAR would look. Hey, just look at this thing. It just looks so scale. It'd be really cool if they released a sound box for these. If Losi did. That'd be sweet to see. I'm sure someone out there makes a sound box that couldn't work. But it'd be cool to see Losi kind of make a smaller one that will actually fit. Oh, off the track. Let's see if I can get it kind of down here. And it, our yard is still soaking wet. It's not very warm out yet. It's like 45 degrees out right now. So it's actually kind of surprising how good this thing is gripping to the road. But it does have some pushing in the front end when you steer full speed. Right now I'm steering, as you can see, you got to kind of let off to get it to steer. So it is pushing in brush, so brush up on imagine it's going to be 10 times worse. But it is fun. You just got to learn how to drive it like everything. Ah, there we go again in the grass. I don't want to be doing that, just getting it all soaking wet. Stop going in the grass. Not yours. So, I do have a steering problem where it's going to the right now. I gotta switch that though. Steering trim was off a bit. It was going to the left at first and then it go right, I guess. And now it's going left. There you go. And this radio actually is working pretty good. I've never really had much experience with these little radios, but it's working good. It's doing what it's supposed to do. And I will say, guys, there's some weird stuff going on with this car. When I looked at the parts explosion, I'm going to do a video on that, I think, just because I want to talk about some things with that. Because I think there's some suspicion with this car that Arrma's probably doing another Grom, but it's going to be a little bit bigger. I think it's funny that instead of Arrma making this, or Losi making, or Horizon Hobby making this an Arrma, they made it a Losi. And the reason they did that is because Arrma's not known for race vehicles. Arrma's known for bash vehicles. So to make this an Arrma would probably feel a little silly to them. So they made it a Losi because Losi is their racing brand, right? So yeah, it kind of makes sense that they made it a Losi instead of an Arrma. But the parts explosion don't really make sense because there's parts in there that don't fit any of the Groms, but they are an Arrma part, which tells me that I'm guessing they're going to come out with a 1/16 Grom or something like that. So I'm going to do a video on that also, so we walk you for that one. Yeah, guys, I'm still having fun with this. I mean, it's a little boring how slow it is, but it's still fun just to cruise around and, you know, do a little bashing with. And into the frickin' grass again. I think that battery is starting to get low now. I feel it kind of slowing down. Oh, looks like a real NASCAR crash. Yeah, guys, I think in brush farm this thing would be really fun with some drift tires. Kind of bust out some drift. White tires are all wet now from the dirt, or from the grass, so I gotta kind of grind them off, see how much it just wants to spin around. But as long as you guys are keeping this brush, keeping it on road, I don't see you really braking much with it, honestly. I mean, the Groms are pretty solid stock form brushed. I never had an issue with mine brushed. It was when I went brushless I started having issues, and I'm guessing that's going to be the same case with this. Just like every RC, when you overpower it or put too much power, things are going to break. That looks like a real NASCAR crash too. So we're gonna probably run for about another minute here, if that long, and then head in just because it's cold out. I'm getting cold standing here. Gonna try getting a little. We can kind of use those things as figure eights here on the road, of the road lines. It's funny we have road lines down here because this isn't like a busy road. I mean, we have like 6 houses on this road, but I think that's kind of funny. All right, we're good. So yeah, guys, I mean, as said, it's a little slow, but it's expected from a brush 2S vehicle. I feel like nowadays, anything you buy that's brushed, if it isn't your first vehicle, it's gonna feel slow. With the RC vehicles we have, buying this for a kid or someone's first time in RC, this would probably be a blast if they got a ton of room to drive it. And it's not just the speedy kind of room, but just the way it gets thrown around and things like that. It would make it a lot easier if I had like a full parking lot out here instead of 16 feet of road wide. Because then I wouldn't have to worry about running to the sides as much, and I could throw it around a little bit more. But yeah, and I had a couple spin outs now and spin outs. Let's just see. Yeah, see, it doesn't like to turn. So when you're going full speed, it's not just gonna turn. See that? So I just ran into the grass again. So yeah, I couldn't see driving this thing on wet roads because when those tires get wet, they just like to spin out. So that might be a little bit harder. I'm glad I didn't bring it out yesterday when the road was all wet. I'm glad I waited until today when the road was dry. But everything around the road is wet, so all the grass, everything. So every time I shoot this thing in the grass, it's getting wet tires and it's a pain to drive. So there you go, battery is dying. Let's pick it up because I want to look at the tires, see how worn tires are. So actually they look pretty good for that on-road first run. Sadly it is soaking wet and full of muck and mud, but that's my fault for running into the grass. So guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you're looking for one of these Losi NASCARs, hit up Hub Hobby in Little Canada or Richfield, Minnesota. I believe they still have some. Or you can look online at Horizon, but I think Horizon right now is really back ordered out for a while. These sold really fast, so if you want one, make sure you get one as soon as possible. Don't go on eBay and pay ridiculous prices, but yeah.